Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is having a good Saturday, and I hope that you have you're having a good evening when you're listening to this, or day, whenever you are. Welcome back to Sacred Sensuality. I wanted to dig a little deep today and do something a little bit different. So I asked my cards, what is it about your sexual energy that drives your person wild? So I am going to try my best to dig into the sexual psyche of your person to see what's going on, give you some advice if it is needed, and try to find out what type of energy you are actually operating in. Now, I want you to take these messages as it may resonate, because it could not just be for them, it could actually be for you too. So it can go either way. You can feel this way for that person, or they may simply feel this way for you. All right, so I don't know how you met this person that you are dealing with. I don't necessarily get relationship vibes, although it could be. But from what I'm seeing here, you two, either you or your person that you are dealing with, may feel that you kind of have some type of shared purpose together. And I'm getting more so like both of you may like to make money, like that is your goal, to secure the bag, to, up your status. I'm getting for a few of you, someone could have a couple of jobs or a side job or a gig. I feel like there is it could be some type of mutual support between you and this person. You may support each other in a way that is more so like I'm able to talk to you about what type of problem I am having, and vice versa, regarding your shared purpose. You could both be artistic in nature. I'm getting for a few of you, it could be someone could be into photography. Someone could be into modeling. Let me see here. Someone is very, very sexy. Whether it's you or your person, someone finds the other very sexy, and I feel that one of you may make the other a little bit shy. I'm also seeing here that with this King of Wands energy, somebody may be very confident, borderline cocky. I don't know exactly who has this energy. Feminines can have this type of energy as well, very confident in their abilities to be magnetic and to draw someone in. One of you could be more of the emotional one. Someone may have offered, hey, let's go a little bit deeper, or, let's explore this more so on an emotional level. But the King of Wands, he gets a bad reputation sometimes. He's not always a bad guy. I feel more so you could be dealing with someone that is a father who has a child or children. Their children may be teenagers or preteens, possibly even, young adults, 18, 19, 20, around that age. And I feel like they are probably a really good father. The King of Wands, when it comes to their fatherhood, they tend to be very, very good fathers. He may be very active and present in their lives, and give them good advice, and always willing to listen and to do things. Be like a very active parent, like very active, like I'm taking my kids to Chuck E. Cheese every other weekend, or they always have a party or something like that. Now, that is not your person. That could be you, and that could be something that is a sexual turn on to your person. If they see that you are a good parent, and that you're taking on the role of, because I am seeing more so single parents, you are taking more on the role of both parents at the same time, and this turns this person on. Like it does something to them. It could possibly even make them want to have children with you. You can also feel each other as well, like thoughts. When you have a thought about them, they may text you and vice versa. Hey, I was just thinking about you, and then that text pops up, or something like that. Somebody really likes the water, though. Somebody likes the water. Somebody could love to take baths a lot, sensual baths. They may like to watch you too. You may not be, I'm not going to say not totally aware, but they may not tell you this, but they kind of like to watch you. So if you've taken showers together or baths together, they like looking at you. They like looking at your body. Something about your body is illuminating to them. They feel you on a deeper level than they let on, or it could be you. Because you two may have a shared purpose, or even if you don't work together, someone sees the other as very strategically smart, making those good investments. Someone may know about the other's financial status, and not like know it all, but like know that this person, I'm also getting for a couple of you, this person could be a property manager, or they own properties. They're into real estate. And the fact that either you or that person has those very strong money-making abilities, that is a turn on for someone. Someone is definitely always busy. They could see you as someone who's always busy. And once again, because I did get the energy of like single parents, it could just be because, you have children. And maybe this is a type of relationship where it's sexual. I could feel that some of you may not even know your significant other's children, not significant other, the person that you're dealing with. Oh my goodness, maybe some of you guys, this is your significant other. But for some of you, you may not know this person's children. They may not have never met your children or your child. And the fact that you're always busy, you're always active, whether that's with your children, with work, or with both, they may feel like you have no time for them, and vice versa. You may feel that way with that person. In some way, somebody is very empowering to the other, kind of making the other person see that, hey, this isn't your ceiling. You can do more. You can become this or that. So at some point in time, there could have been a conversation had on long-term goals. Someone is in a self-imposed mental prison. And it's because they are craving you. Someone is craving the other. Spread these cards out a bit. Someone is craving the other. Someone wants you all the time, or you may want this person all the time. You make them happy and satisfied on a very sexual level that it kind of leaks into their emotional part. In addition to you being a person who likes to make power moves, or being busy and having those shared purposes of just, making more money together, or, just in general, you may have ticked off a lot of boxes unknowingly, or they could have ticked off a lot of boxes unknowingly in what the other was looking for in a person. I feel like someone is very worried about keeping this strictly sexual. Like, you could feel like the sex is the only thing that is keeping you together. You can always have a new start with sex, but someone may feel as if that young regenerative, I'm hearing regenerative very strongly, so someone may be regenerating themselves on a little bit, maybe even more of a spiritual level through sex. So your sex could be very strong between you and this person. That is very attractive to that person and probably healing. Maybe for some of you, having sex is a healing act, and it can be when used properly. Is a healing act for you or this person. The cards are so, like, you make this person, or either, they make you feel this way. They're a wish fulfillment. I'm feeling for some of you, for the feminines, I'm feeling for some of you, this person could be well endowed. Yeah, well endowed. They may be a little bit more adventurous. I'm getting also, if you are ever invited to a barbecue or a family outing or something like that, they or you may find it exciting sneaking off to the bathroom or someplace private, but I'm really getting like a bathroom and just getting a quickie. This is cute. I like it. They or you may be willing to try pretty much anything with this person. You're very comfortable sexually with this person, or very open-minded on what it is that, you both like to do. They fulfill you in ways that it's like, or either with them, your sexuality may fulfill them in ways that kind of feeds their soul. And that goes back to that healing. I'm feeling that for some of you, whether it was you or your person, you could have dealt with someone in the past that was very sneaky and had very snake-like tendencies. And that it could have been something that was a little bit of a challenge to get over. But with this person, you feel safe, you feel seen, you feel sexy, or you make them feel that way. I'm still getting that somebody is a little bit shy, but there's like, I'm shy, but I'm willing to try anything. I won't say no. I'll try it and see if I like it. But I feel that with some of you, the things that they're introducing you to is going to be something that you like. I feel that for some of you, because you have two kings here, and I'm not necessarily seeing two people, although this could be true. I'm feeling that your sexuality has a tendency to attract men who are in that kingly status in some way. Someone who is very sexually magnetic. and stable. Someone who has very strong provider tendencies and willing to take risk and willing to go beyond just the vanilla sex is what, some would call it. But let's look at their emotions for a second here, okay? Somebody has a lot of emotions into this. For some of you, either you or your person have felt that you've never met someone like them before. They're so different. You may feel ignored sometimes, or they may feel it. Someone is creating stories in their head regarding this person. They don't answer me in time, or they take forever. I kind of feel that like that's done on purpose, whether it's you or this person. That is done on purpose. That is so passionate. That is done on purpose. And it's done that way to keep the tension between you two. Because there is feelings involved with someone. And the other may not necessarily feel that way at this time. There's a very strong possibility that there is. But, because someone definitely ticked all the boxes. Like, you have everything that I need. It's like for feminists, for example, you know how we get. We love to have a man who is stable, making really good money. He has his own home or his own car, and he's very self-sufficient, but he's not bitter, and he's handsome, and he works out, and he's generous, and I was about to say something, but he's very well endowed, Like, so for us, it's kind of like, well, some of us, it's kind of like, oh my goodness, he checks all the boxes. And he has the nerve to have such a charismatic personality. Like, I'm feeling like that is what someone could be seeing you as, or you seeing this person as. And that's why they're so different. That's what makes them so different, is that this was a wish fulfillment that someone didn't think would necessarily happen. I'm also seeing here that somebody is patiently waiting for the other. So at some point, there could have been some feelings being expressed, or that's coming up, and maybe someone feels it. Someone wants to tell the truth. And the truth could be, I am juggling a lot at this moment. It could be a mixture of juggling jobs, or juggling the work hours, or a project is stressful, or parenthood is stressful along with work. But also it could be that there are two different masculines, actually three different masculines. Someone holds more power over the others, should I say, with this Emperor card. There's so many masculine cards here. Someone is ready to walk away at this point. Your sexuality or theirs could be so potent and so strong that is making somebody, it could feel like it's controlling you in a way. And so I feel it's going to somebody's ego a little bit. I feel that somebody is willing to win you over sexually, no matter what. They don't care who gets in the way. Also, somebody wants to tie the other up. Somebody wants to try a little bit of kinky activities in the bedroom. Someone likes to be in control in the bedroom. Someone really gets off on seeing the other very vulnerable physically and probably emotionally. Like they really get off on it. The anticipation. But the truth is that somebody is ready. They're ready to walk away. They're ready to walk away and get something balanced out. It could be them spreading their energy. It could be them, wanting to make more money. Patience is being called for this situation. I'm not exactly sure why, because tarot wouldn't tell me. I would have been here pulling cards all night, but patience is being called, whether that is you being patient on the next possibility or that person being patient on the next possibility. There's a longing that somebody has, but somebody has so many red flags. And I think it's because that there's some competition. There's some competition. Some of you could be separated right now. You could be separated from either your real significant other or in marriage. And during this time, you're just exploring your sexuality. And I feel that because you are separated, you could be exercising some freedom, or this is your person exercising some sexual freedom, trying to have their cake and eat it too. I kind of hate that term, because what's the point of having your cake? It's your cake, right? So you're supposed to eat the whole damn thing. But you know what I mean, like someone is trying to have you and someone else at the same time. I see here that the juggling of people is gotta stop, and that's the red flag. And that could be why somebody is always left on read. They're not busy. Somebody's not busy. You're not that damn busy to where you can't reply to a 5-second tarot. But your sex ultimately is dangerous. It's dangerous in a way that there's feelings involved somewhere. The feelings got misconstrued. And somebody ignored the red flags. And I'm feeling for those who may be married, who may be watching this reading. Maybe they knew that you were married and they ignored it and they still chose to go further with you. But it's like somebody wants to take you away from the other person. Just because your sexuality is just that potent. You're willing to try things that others haven't. You're willing to do things. And plus, some of you could have just those personality traits that they've always wanted in someone. Like this is such a big deal for somebody. And it's like, I have all of you, plus you're a nice person, you're a good person, and this, that, and the other is kind of contradicting, that someone went into this situation not knowing that there was going to be feelings involved, not knowing that they were being juggled. If someone is not juggling another person, for those who may not resonate with that part, you may be being called to walk away, to get yourself in order. Your sex is too potent. Your sexuality is too potent for this person, or vice versa. That has thrown you off kilter. I'm feeling here that spirit kind of wants you to get that together. But they don't want you feeling bad or feeling sorry. They want you to reflect on this experience and how it has helped you in what could be your future relationships. I'm feeling that for some of you, whatever it is that you've learned from this person or they've learned from you, they are going to go into their next situation or relationship with some serious sexual knowledge. At some point too, I feel like I feel like somebody really likes seeing the other person's body. You may have danced in a seductive way for this person. Did like a strip tease. They like that. They like that. I'm also hearing that someone likes to be slutted out. You could like to be slutted out by this, hell, any one of the kings. But because the King of Pentacles is such a nurturing type of guy, more so to me than a King of Cups, because he is so grounded and he tries to be aware of everyone in his vicinity that he needs to take care of. I'm feeling like some of you may want this King of Pentacles archetype, who could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. You want to be slutted out. You want that person to lose control, or either they want to be slutted out, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to be slutted out, you like being called a slut. That's just keeping real. Someone likes the degradation, the calling of names during those acts. I don't really get emasculation. I get more so like other words that I can't say on YouTube right now. But yeah, your red flag or their red flag is that somebody is not as busy as they act like. And they are strategically not answering messages or not responding in a timely manner that it's throwing the connection off a little bit. But someone would definitely love to see you again. And they want to keep this up and they want to get to know you, or you want to get to know this person more. They may feel that if your sexuality is just that damn strong, that there's much more to you that they feel that they have to learn. So you may make this person not just curious on a sexual level and not just, sexually magnetizing. There's a part of you that they feel intuitively that they know, or you may feel this about this person, that there is something more to you, and I am willing to sit here and discover it. And if Spirit is saying that if that's the case, then that's when you can exercise your free will, even though it says here that someone needs to walk away and get themselves in balance. It's on your free will that if you're going to do that, you're going to have patience with this person or vice versa. I feel that Spirit is saying for you to walk away because since your sexuality is that potent, you have to use it in a way that it is enlightening for you. Let this experience enlighten you. It's something you're supposed to learn from this. And I'm feeling that what you are supposed to learn from it is how your influence, you being open-minded, you awakening that sexuality, and whether it's in yourself or in another person, you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to take something about this and learn from it on a spiritual level. So I do implore that for those of you who have listened to this message in its entirety, you may want to look up something regarding your sexuality, and how potent and how powerful it is. At some point, I will discuss that on this channel. I don't want to be here all night discussing it, and I need a bigger audience, just to be frankly honest with you, or I can do it in a one-on-one. But your sexual magnetism, it has influence. And maybe that's what it needs, because it has so much influence and you're so open and you're so open-minded that it can knock off somebody's emotional intelligence. Like somebody you loses emotional rationality. which could what? Create obsession. But for some of you, this situation could have awakened you or the other person. But yeah, that is pretty much all that I'm saying for right now, you guys. I hope that you did enjoy the reading. Gratitude, so much gratitude for you all for coming to my channel and viewing this message. And I hope you guys have a good night and a good Sunday. Bye.